Hi guys, this is Ratchet Straw, and we are playing Criminal Case Conspiracy, and we are going to case number 21 in the old town, and this guy looks like he was shot in the head, so, or maybe hit with something. Old town is certainly seeing a lot of action, Katria. What with an ancient city unearthed by the earthquake and a strange cub recruiting new members. I'm worried about this hired shoot bunch. It's weird how they believe the dreamlike satellite is a messenger from the heavens. But we also see some of their devotees give up their life savings to join. Sounds like a scam if you ask me. At least the mysteries offered by ancient Exoda are better for the soul. With all of the ancient ruins to explore, the historical community is having a field day. Speaking of field days, Katya, there's an exhibition of certain artifacts at the Greensboro Museum. Apparently it's not to be missed. Certain artifacts? You see the ancient ruins firsthand, right, Katya? I've been itching to see it for myself. Well, I'd say you deserve a break. Why don't you take the afternoon off and visit the exhibition? Really, Chief? That'd be great. Are you coming, Katria? Let's head over to the museum. Oh my gosh, is that museum from the historical center, right? Well, let's see how it changed over the past 5 years. Well, I don't see that giant bear. Taxidermy bear. He's not there anymore. What else was there? Some dino skeleton on the ceiling. That's what I remember. And as always, murder. Why did I thought for a moment that it was Jasper? It doesn't look like him. Maybe because this guy's also blonde. Binoculars. Looks more high-tech binoculars. Night vision goggles. Oh. Oh, there's another taxidermy guy, but he didn't want to get murdered? No, this one is just something else, but not a human. Oh my god, yeah, some people think museums are pretty dead at the best of times, but I didn't expect to find a body here. You don't have to be Martin to know these guys been murdered. Look at that head wound. Wait, you're right, yeah, according to that post we found, this man is named Reggie Liotta. Apparently the waiter is the author of a new book called Exoda's Return. Oh. Obviously Mr. Liotta's book has something to do with the unearthed city of Exoda, and he was appearing at the meet and greet event. Recording the failure information that posted might offer up a lead. And are those night vision goggles? What are you doing in a museum? Unlocking them is a good place to start. Our plans for an afternoon at the museum will have to be shelved, Katria. We got work to do. Yeah, there's always a murder on the door. Okay, let's start the autopsy. Let's see, how did this guy die? I'll never understand people's fascination with history, Katia. Museums are so drab and tedious. I'm surprised your victim didn't die of boredom. I'll have to disagree with you on that, Martin, but we can debate that later. For now, I assume boredom wasn't the cause of death. No, the victim was killed after being struck with a blunt object, and given that the blow crushed his skull, the murder weapon must be quite heavy. Well, yeah, must have been heavy, so. Looking for your spiel, Martin. Was there anything else you found that might help us identify the killer? Well, I found a slight discoloration on the victim's neck, which turned out to be an allergic reaction to hand sanitizer. There were traces of it on the victim's skin. Given Mr. Liotta's allergy, the logical explanation is that the hand sanitizer was left behind by the killer. Most likely checking the victim's pulse to make sure he was dead. Well, they can't wash their hands of this crime, Katya. We're looking for a killer who uses hand sanitizer. Oh. Tony Marconi uses hand sanitizer, I remember that. From the first season. Alright, let's dust the poster first. Oh, Katya, the victim's meet and greet event was held here at the museum, hosted by the curator, Jebediah Cobb. This Mr. Cobb will definitely be able to tell us more, so let's go find him. Alright. I thought that Constance Bell is still a curator here at the museum, since we arrested in first season we arrested the curator of the museum, and then she got appointed as a curator. But I guess she just got back to the libraries. Jerry Miller. Oh, just a name. God damn, those night vision goggles belong to a certain Jerry Miller. A security guard, right? Ah, I found him in the database. Mr. Miller's a security guard at the museum. Come on, Katia, you must be around here somewhere. I want to ask, why do you need night vision goggles? But I now assume that since he's the security guard here, then that means he also watches at night at the museum, and he needs night vision goggles to see if anyone's breaking in or something else. Welcome to the Greensboro Museum. Jebediah Cobb, curator extraordinary at your service. We're afraid you're here on sad business, Mr. Cobb. We found Reggie Liotta murdered in the auditorium. Good gracious, murdered? In my museum? How ghastly! What a tragedy. Mr. Liotta was a bright, young author, a breath of fresh air in the historical community. Considers return has been released, yet the contents are very hush-hush. But from what I hear, it offers a wonderful new take on a certain culture. And you're hosting a meet and greet event for the book? Indeed, I may be an old fuddy-duddy, but I am somewhat of an expert on Xerda myself, so I was asked to host the event. There was a small gallery outside the museum's garden just this morning. Mr. Liotta seemed perfectly fine. I can't believe he's dead. We appreciate your time, Mr. Cobb. Meanwhile, I agree, Katia. Let's check out the museum garden. Oh, this looks nice. Oh, better than the auditorium. Alright, let's go talk to the security guard. Wait, you look just like Ben Stiller. Just like him. Yeah, look at the face and the hair. It's exactly the same. Now I know you are based on his role in Night at the Museum. Security guard. What a nice reference. Halt! Who goes there? Could you put that flashlight away? It's the middle of the day. Sorry, force of habit. It's usually dark in here. I normally work the night shift. Told ya. Well, that explains the night vision goggles. Mr. Miller would like to ask you some questions about the murder of Reggie Liotta. What? An author's been murdered? Are you sure? I know everything that's going on in this museum. I don't let my guard down for a second. He's dead. Alright. Is there anything you can tell us about the victim? Not much. I often saw him in the museum researching his book, but he was always well behaved and his credentials checked out. Which I always look into, you know. Don't let this uniform fool you. I'm not just any night watchman. I've read all about every exhibit in this place. Well, of course. I just don't know how a murder could have happened on my watch. You don't know. Or did you have something to do with the murder? Let's investigate outdoor exhibition. Wow, this looks nice. It's better than inside. Naturally, all the event guests have gone, yeah, but I see you found some clues. That bag, for example, belonged to the victim. Go ahead and work your magic on that lock. And I agree, Katia, those broken stone pieces are curious. Let's put them back together. Okay. Alright, let's first restore this broken stone, and that looks like it could be a threat written on it. Reggie and something gibberish. The stuff it starts signed to Petria. I saw it was written with his name on it. There's something else written too, but those symbols mean nothing to me. Let's put Gabriel's linguistic skills to work on this sun deal. Is that supposed to be a certain language of some sort? Could be. 3 hours. Okay, now let's unlock the bag. Okay. Natural activity is back. Then let's search through his belongings. Alright. Well, he was a writer, so there's going to be a lot of notebooks here. Of course. Alright, let's search through it. And bandanas. Okay. Steve Roy. Oh, publisher. Finding to use someone with his belongings, Katria. Ah, the business card looks promising. It's for a certain Steve Roy, a publisher. He must be the one releasing the victim's book. I'm with you, Katria. Let's find out what Mr. Roy can tell us about Reggie Liotta. Alright. Let's go talk to Steve. Oh, police officers, you must be here about Reggie's murder. I just heard the terrible news. Yes, Mr. Roy. We take it you were Mr. Liotta's publisher. Correct. Sutter's Return will be my biggest publication to date. My operation is very small, so I was honored Reggie chose me to release his first book. This could be my big break. Is there anything you can tell us about Mr. Liotta? Anyone who might have wanted to harm him? On the contrary, everyone is eagerly awaiting Sutter's return. The book offers exciting new insights into the ancient culture. But now that Reggie's dead, I don't know what's going to happen. Or is he hiding something? That something went wrong. Let's see about it. Let's check out what does it say on the Sun Deal. Looks to say cool, Katria. Excuse me? Excuse me, Gabriel? You're not delirious, are you? Delirious with excitement, Katria. I was speaking Xerde. That's what the symbols are on that Sun Deal. A phrase presented in Xerde language. You see, Xerde writing is much like Egyptian hieroglyphs, symbols representing a word, a sound, or even an entire phrase. From a linguistic standpoint, Xerde's re-emergence is a historian's dream. So much can be learned about a culture by analyzing their language. It's generally fascinating, Gabriel. Is it relevant to our investigation? Well, this phrase here is particularly inflammatory. The symbols are a certain proverb which reads, the proud will be crushed in body and soul. Crushed! Katria, given that phrase was addressed to Reggie Liotta, whose head was bashed in, this must be a threat from his killer. The rise of the wall, Katria. We're looking for a killer who speaks Xerde language. Of course. It was some Xerde language. Contrary to Marty's opinion, our day at the museum has been anything but boring, Katria. The murder of an up-and-coming author has kept us on our toes. For what we have learned so far, Reggie Liotta's book, Xerde's Return, offers new insights into the ancient culture. Jebediah Cobb, the museum's curator, hosted a Meet the Author event this morning outside in the garden. The victim's publisher, Steve Roy, said the book's release is highly anticipated, but he's worried the victim's murder could jeopardize his success. And then there's that security guard, Jerry Miller, who, despite claiming to know everything that's going on in the museum, knows nothing about the murder. We unearthed some clues, Katria, but we must keep digging. Let's... I hate to interrupt, Katria, but you won't believe this. I just received an email from the victim. It was probably somebody pretending to be the victim and sent that email in his name. Alright, who's doing that? We're gonna catch him. Alright, we're gonna start here. We're gonna continue playing chapter 2. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!